Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Right, right.
Sir, you can start now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening, my dear students. Today we are going to continue the lessons. Okay. So last class, what we have discussed already, about what are the content already we discussed. Okay. See here. Already about what is meant by limiting, light limitations. And also, so what is my net productivity? And gross productivity minus respiration is equal to net productivity. Okay. And also the primary production and secondary productions also already we discussed. Okay. Next, very important factor is the abiotic factors. That is soil composition, my dear students. Without soil, there is no any plant growth. Not only that, so each and every, what is that? Living organism depends upon the nutrition present in the living things. I mean, soil particles, particularly soil compositions. Most soil contain 4 basic components, my dear student. This is very, very important. How many basic components mostly present in 4 basic components have been reported? First one is called as mineral particles. So minerals means, about there are so many things is according to the requirement, they may be divided into 2 types, isn't it? Macro and micro. Macro. Okay. And another one is called as micro. Total, how much is there? No, there are 24 minerals there. 12 is macro and 12 is micro. Okay, next one is a very, very important factor is water. Okay, so water is also there. And air is nothing but the mixing of gases. Okay, mixing of, what is that? Gases. Okay, gases. Okay, my dear. Gases. And the organic matter, organic in our body, it's nothing but the carbon containing component. Okay, carbon. Okay, carbon containing compounds. What is that? Carbohydrate. Okay, protein, and also lipids. Not only that, and other components also comes into this getting, my dear students. See here, the organic matter can be further subdivided into humus. So which one, first of all, the 4 basic soil component is the mineral particle, water, air, and organic matter. Again, the last one, the organic matter is also further divided into, humus and roots and living organisms. The value given above are for an average soil. Okay, the average soil contain how much nutrient present in it. The nutrients is nothing but the humus. Okay, and also water. Okay, and also minerals also. How much is there? That things there we must know. Okay, see here, this is the diagram. Okay, diagrammatical representation has given here. How much is there? Just imagine the air. How much percentage is the total? 100% already in our board. So air is how much percentage? 25% is the air, plus water is also 25, and then mineral is 45%. Okay, remaining which one? 5%. 5% of the organic matter. From this 5%, just imagine. So they divided according to their which one? Three things is the organism 10%, root 10%, humus is the 80%. So 80 plus 10 plus 10. This is H. This is also roots. This is also organisms. So total 100% it comes out. This is the which one? Diagrammatical representation also given in your book. So here you should note it down. Which one is a very highly concentrated? In this part of the organic matter, 5% is there, isn't it? From this 5%, okay, and humus is 80%, and 10 plus 10. Okay, you have to calculate it. This is very, very important. Sometimes they may ask the question in the diagrammatical aspects. Okay, and the next we'll pass on to the next one is called soil structure. Okay, soil structure. The structure of the soils refer to the size distributions of the mineral particles found in the representative samples of soil. Okay, particles are normally grouped into three main classes. One is called a sand, silt, clay. Sand, silt, the clay. Okay, see, they're given in timetables, the tables. Okay, given tables, they can easily clarified all those things. They will. Okay, these three components very, very essential. They decide their soil structure. It may be varied, depends upon the tropical regions. First of all, the classification of soil particle according to their size only. The first one is what sand. Second one is silt, and third one is clay. Sand, what is that? Sand, it will not have high water molecule holding capacity. It is a very loosely arranged in the soil particle. Silt, 50%. Here, the 80% of the water molecule, maximum 80 to 90% is the water molecule holding capacity present in the clay only. Okay, so these are types of mineral particles, sand, silt, and clay. They have given us a depends upon their which one, soil size. Okay, mates, according to the size particle. Size range, it will be, see here, 2000, 2.0 to 0.06 millimeter, maximum mm. Okay, and the another one is, see here, starting from the 0.06 to 0.002 millimeters. Which one, silt. Clay, less than this one. Okay, so it is a very less, it is a descending ladder, isn't it, my dear? So 2 millimeter to 0.06 millimeter. Again, the 0.06 millimeter to 0.002 millimeter. Less than 0.022 millimeter, 0.02 millimeter means what is that? The size of the particle, it will be very less in nature, but at the same time, what happens? The holding capacity, what holding capacity is, it will be very high in nature. Okay, so these are the three types of soils also present in it. Not only that, according to their colors also, they may vary. Red color, black alluvial, okay, and sand. Okay, like that. So many. The gray color is also there. Depends upon the nutrition. The color also may be vary. See the first one. They have taken as the first one is a clay. Okay, my dear. This is the clay. The clay is probably the most important type of mineral particle found in the soils. Deposited in their small size clay particle have a very large surface area relative to their volume. Okay, very large surface area relative to their volume. This large surface highly reactive and has the ability to attract the hold positively charged nutrition ions. Okay. So these sort of two things is very, very important. Suppose take an example, clay. What is the main point? It is very, very important for the mineral particle found in the soil. That is very, very important. Not only that, what about the size? It's also very small size, but very large surface area is there. And also it is easily attract the nutrient ions. For example, just imagine this is a particle. Okay, take an example. This is the particle. It easily attracts the calcium, phosphorus. Okay, it is easily joined. Okay, because it has a large surface area. Okay, media. So go to the next one. And soil profile. It is also very, very important, media. Soil profile means, what is that meaning? Complete. So inner part of the to outer part, in the bottom to the upper layer. How many layer is present in it in this region? In horizontal layer, they are all collectively called as what is that? Soil profile. What are the layer present in it? What are the layer? How they are classified? All those things we see. Sometimes they may ask the questions. Most soil have a distinct profile or sequence of horizontal layers. Okay, distinct. It's a different. Each and every layer there is a differentiation. Is there? For example, take an example. Okay, see. So take an example. In the bottom, there is a rock. Okay. And then second layer is also from the bottom to the upper part. Okay. They calculate. Generally, the result from the process of chemical weathering. How it will happen? This layer is how it will form, due to the chemical weathering, evaluation, elevations, and also organic decomposition. Once upon a time, you know about the natural disasters. How will you get the coal and petrol and all those things? Already know about. Once upon a time, what happened? Natural disasters occur. That time, what happened? All the plant as well as animals are buried under the soil. After that, what happened? And all the physiological changes. There are so many modifications also occurs within the soil. Heat, temperature. Okay, so as a result, once what happened in prolonged period, 10,000 years, 100 years, 15 years, what happened? It will be modified in the form of coal as well as the petrol. Okay, media. So this is the important points. These are all the changes. Likewise, the soils also, it has a specific modification and changes also occurs during this period. Already you studied in the so many eras. Okay, see that up to 5 layers can be present in the typical soil. Normally, how many layers is there present in this? 5 layers. This is also one of the NEET question, my dear students. This is also a very, very important point. How many layers present in it? A, B, C. So here you must note, first one is O, followed by A and B and C, and the last one is called as horizon. So the horizon is nothing but the horizontal layer. Horizontal means you have to follow from the upper to lower or lower to upper. I will show you how it will be. Their soil layers are present in it. Okay, my dear. See this. This is the layer. See the least one, the lower part. Which one is the least one? Just imagine. Okay, this is the least one. Okay, my dear. The least one means the bottom of the earth. That is called as bedrock. Okay, that is bedrock. It is also called as horizons. It is very, very important, my dear students. Sometimes they may ask the questions. Horizon is a lower part. Okay, it is a lower part of the soil profile. Okay, my dear. So followed by which one is there? Parent material is there. See, that is denoted as C horizon. C horizon. Parent material. Followed by, that is a B horizon. That is subsoil. That is subsoil. And then followed by the B, there is a that is called as topsoil. Just to come up to down, the upper layer to down. So it will be better for your understanding. Okay. And also the O is the first layer. Taken examples in the upper layer, otherwise called as O layer, is the humps of organics. Humps. O horizon. O horizon is the first one. Second one is the topsoil, which is very, very essential for which one, the plant growth. That is very, very important. The A horizon is the middle part, the below the O horizon. Okay, so you have to imagine O, A, B, and C, and the last one is called as horse horizons. Sometimes they may ask the questions. Which one is called as subsoil? Which one of the following is called as subsoil? That sometimes it may be called, they may be asked the question. B horizon is also called as which one, subsoil. Okay, which one is called as a parent material or parent soil? And which one of the last layer of horizontal of the horizons, that particularly tell us the bedrock. Okay, otherwise bedrock is also called as which layer? Which one is the topmost layer? Like that they may ask the question. O horizon, otherwise called as humps of organic. Which one is the organic component is very rich in conditions? It's essential for the growth of the plant. Like that they may ask the question, my dear students. So you must note it down. 5 soil is the soil layer is the first one is called as O. It is very, very important. Humus and the organic material very high in nature. It is essential for the growth of the plant, particularly they give more yield due to the decomposition only. And the next layer is called as what is that? A horizon. A horizon is nothing but the topsoil. Followed by there is a subsoil, is that the subsoil containing the root, penetrated root is also mostly present in it. Below the B horizon, which one, the C horizon is that it is also called as parent material. And the last one is also called as R horizon, otherwise called as bedrock. Here, the changes occur from this part to this one. So this bedrock is also undergoes physiological changes, is modified in the form of parent material. Again, the parent material is also modified in physiological changes under temperature, heat, whatever it may be, and microbial activity. It may be modified into subsoil. Again, the subsoil into topsoil. Topsoil is also essential for the modification of the subsoil, isn't it? From this to this one. Again, so there are some. What is it? So this part, the first A part. It is it contains humus and organic matter, isn't it? Organic matter. What is the meaning of organic matter? The leaves already but suppose take an example for forest. Suppose take an example of forest. Okay, example forest means fall on all the leaves, withdraw the leaves, all are fallen to the top layer only. After the microbial activity, what happens? The complex molecule converted to simple molecule. So the normal topsoil is also covered by a humps and organic substance. Okay, my dear. So you must note it down this point only. Sometimes they may ask the question: A horizon, O horizon, B horizon, C horizon. First is note it down. Which one is the topmost layer is known O horizon. Second one is A, B, C, and the last one is called as R. Like that you have to identify it. See that the O0 horizon, otherwise called as what is that? Zero horizon. Okay, the zero horizon is the topmost layer of the most soils. Topmost. Which one is the O horizon? It is composed of mainly of the plant litters and various level of decomposition and humus. What is meant by? I already told you. Okay, plant litters, the width of the flowers, parks, and also animal waste, all those things in the top. It is very, very essential for the growth of the plant. Okay, so that's one. Second one is A horizon is found below the O layer. This layer is composed primarily of mineral particles. Here, which one is the primarily of the mineral particle? Okay, my dear, primarily of the mineral particle. So this is very, very important. And the A horizon is commonly differentiated into the darker upper horizon or organic accumulation and lower horizon showing less of material by elevation. So the A horizon, okay, is commonly differentiated into the dark upper horizon. Dark upper horizon means denoted as 0. Okay, or organic accumulation. Organic accumulation means already told you. Which one? The litters at various level of decomposition and humus. How it will becomes, plant as well as animals waste also deposited layer by layer. You will get the which one? Physiological changes. After that, and that is called, that process called as decomposition. Okay, I will show you. It is very, very difficult, you know. Suppose if you are not understanding me, just follow it. It will be better for your understanding. Okay, just to take an example. So there is a forest is there. Okay, just imagine this is the forest. Imagine. Okay, here the small trees, and this one is the medium trees, and also large trees also there. Likewise, you have to calculate, isn't it? Okay, so likewise. Okay, my dear. So these are the forest. Okay, just imagine. Okay, my dear. So, and just imagine. Okay, just imagine. Why I am telling, you know, so for this part, you know, this is the first layer. This is called as O horizon, followed by A, B, and C, and also last one is called as R. Like that, you have to split into a different layer. In this part, what happened? The withdrawal of leaves, you know, they are all followed to the top of the layer only. They withdraw the leaves and flowers and whatever it animal excreta, all those things. Here there are so many microorganisms act upon it. As a result, what happened? They may be modified into complex molecules into complex molecules. Okay, into simple molecules. Simple. Okay, molecules. Simple molecules due to the decomposition process. Which process occurs now? Decomposition. Okay, my dear. Decompose. So as a result, what happened? All the literature from the yearly, okay, year by year. Okay, each and every year they fall on. There is a seasonal variation is there. So as a result, it look like a dark in color. Okay, this is the, what is that? Uppermost layer. That is called, what is that? O horizon. Here, how much humus present in it? It can be very high in nature. Okay, my dear. This is the important point. Okay. So this one. The organic accumulation in the lower, okay, lower, what will happen, you know, see the horizon showing loss of material by the elevations. Okay, my dear. So what is the next one? Upper horizon is the layer in which the humus and other organic material are mixed with the mineral particle, and lower horizon is a zone of translocation from which elevation has removed fine particle and soluble substances, both of the which may be deposited at a lower layer. So, for example, already you know about it. The upper part, what happened, you know, the organic material deposited, okay, the minute particles also deposited from the upper layer to lower layer. Okay, so already you know, but there is a, what is a penetration of the particles, from the upper layer to lower layer. This is considered as upper layer means, what does that mean now? Here the particles all fell down. Okay, there are some changes occurs in this area, and also it may be transferred from the in the lower area. That is also a horizon. This one is called as, what is that? 0. That is the given here. So after that, what happened here also there is a some, what is a nutrients also present, but compared to this one, it's a very less. Okay, compared to this one, there is a less nature. See that layer. Already we discussed. This one is called as, what is that? A horizon, O horizon. So first one is called as, what is that? You know, O horizon. This layer is called as O horizon. This one is A. Here they have given as another one in between the E horizon is also there. This one is B and C, and then last one is called as R. 5 only, but here they have given as a additional one is also given, the 6th one. Below the A horizon, there is another layer is also given here in this part. Okay, so in this part, there is another layer also given. First of all, you must note it down how many layers present in the soil profile, you know, 5 only. Okay, best thing is 5 only. 5 is enough. Okay, see that. And one more is that the 8th horizon is the mineral soil layer, strongly influenced by the elevation. So 8th horizon is also present in it. Here they have given only the 5 only. How many horizon layers present in, you know, 8 horizon layer is there. Okay, majorly 5. Okay, the mineral soils layer strongly influenced by the elevations. Consequently, these layers receive the material elevated from a horizon only. A horizon means the O followed by A. From here to here and here to the lower part. The next layer is the B horizon also has a highest or higher bulk density than the A horizon due to its enrichment of the clay particle. Okay. Where there is a clay particle present in it, B horizon. Sometimes they may ask the question, clay particle mostly found in which layer? The 8th horizon may be colored by oxide of ions and aluminium. That's why it's a color, it should be in red in color, red oxide, it's a ferric oxide, ferrous oxide, ferric oxide, like that they told. No, ferric oxide, it's a red color. Okay. The color is also, what is that? By oxides of the ion, already know, ferric, the aluminium, or by calcium carbonate elevated from the A horizon. Okay, what are the minerals present in it? So there are 3 minerals, that is Fe and aluminium, Al, and also calcium, Ca. Calcium, suppose if it is present in it, that color it will be, how is it? White in color, calcium carbonate, already in our about. Iron means red, aluminium, okay, aluminium, the color it will be fad color or gray color, like that it will be present in it, in the A horizon layer, due to the clay particle, not in the clay particle, and also the presence of the minerals, also the horizon layer, it will be differ. Okay. And then C horizon is composed of the weather parent material. The structure of the material can be quite variable with the particle ranging in size from the clay to boulders. So each and every layer there is a variation, isn't it? But the C horizon is a quite variable with the particle ranging in size from the clay to boulder. Clay already we discussed. The particle should be very, very, very less. Okay. And the C horizon has also not been significantly influenced by the pedogenic process, translocation, and organic modification. Okay. Organic modifications. C horizon has also not been significantly influenced by the pedogenic process, translocation, and also organic modifications. There is no any changes, remarkable changes is not present in the C horizon. And the last layer is called as, what is it? The final layer is the typical soil profile is called as a R horizon. This soil layer simply consists of weathered bedrock. Okay. Sometimes they may ask the question, which one of the last layer R horizons? What will be the nature of the this one? So weathered bedrock. Sometimes they may ask the question, match the following. Okay. Matches. Okay, my dear. So this is very, very important. Next important subheading is known as decomposition. Already you know about decomposition is nothing but the physiological process which occurs plant as well as the animals. Okay, my dear. The decomposition is concerned with the breakdown, that is already discussed, the breakdown of the complex organic matter by decomposer to inorganic raw material like carbon dioxide, water, and various nutrients. This is very, very important. These are all the simple materials. For example, take an example. Take an example. Okay. See here. Take an example. Okay. The any one of the animal or plant animal dead, just take an example, sir. Just take an example. Okay. Animals dead, imagine. Okay. What happened, this animals contain the molecules of organic compounds. What are the organic compounds present in carbohydrate? Okay, carbohydrates and proteins, lipids, and from this water molecule is also there, nutrients such as the vitamins and minerals, all those things present in it, isn't it, my dear? All the molecules undergoes the decomposition. The decomposition already about by the process of decomposition process done by the which one microbial activity. Microbial activity. upon the animals. What happened? This is the completely degraded after 3 to 5 days. What happened? Completely converted into a complex molecule. Listen here. These complex molecules also converted into simple molecules. Simple molecules. By the process is called as what is the decomposition. Okay, by the process is called as decomposition. As a result, what happened? The complex molecules contain unity of simple molecules, isn't it? Unity of simple, but once again the simple molecule, what happened? Mixed with the soil particle, and once again it gets enter into the atmosphere. For example, suppose if it is carbon dioxide and oxygen, and some of them are present in it, isn't it? They are all exposed to the atmosphere. Once again it reaches the atmosphere. Okay, so this is the important things, my dear students. See this one. The decomposition is concerned with the breakdown of the complex organic matter by decomposers. Decomposers nothing but the fungi as well as the algae and also microbial activities to inorganic raw material like carbon dioxide, water, and also various nutrients. Dead plant parts and animal remaining are called detritus, which is the raw material for the decomposition. Decomposition is nothing but the process. Which one is a substrate? Dead animal, animal and plant. So they are collectively called as what is known as detritus. Okay. So the detritus, what happen, undergoes the decomposition process, it gives you a simple molecule such as a carbon dioxide, water, and various nutrients. It will be splitted by the microbial activities. Okay, my dear. The detritus constitutes above the ground detritus and the below the ground detritus, also called as root detritus. Two types of detritus present in it. How it will be? Suppose if it is present above the soil is called as ground detritus, and below the soil is called as what is the root detritus. The earthworm help in the breakdown of complex organic matter as well as in the losing of the soil. Already you know about that. This point is very, very important. So that's why, which one you know? Who is the friend of a farmer? Who is the friend of farmer? Earthworm is the good friend of farmer. Why? Because the earthworm, what they will do, humic acid, they secrete the humic acid in their saliva. What is that? Humic acid. Okay. Secreted by the earthworm saliva. Okay, my dear. Saliva. Okay. Earthworm saliva, what they will do, the organic matter, the complex material, complex molecules present in the soil, soil. The saliva, what happen, act upon it. As a result, the complex molecule converted into simple molecule. Okay. After the consumption, there is what is that? That excreta is that. That excreta elucidate the waste material in the form of humus. Humus. It is very, very essential for the growth of the plant. Plant growth, it is very, very essential one. So the earthworm is a good friend of farmers. Okay, my dear. So this is and not only that, and also they create the pore. So losing the soil, this is also very, very important because aeration is very, very essential for the growth of the plant also. So that loosening of the soil is also done by the which one, the earthworm. Okay. So that is very, very important. And the next, the important step in the process of decomposition are. Okay, what are the steps also involved in the decomposition process? First of all, you should note it down. Fragmentation. What is the fragmentation? For example, take an example, a complex molecule is there. Complex. Okay. Complex means the particle is look like this one. Okay. Look like this one. Any one of the particle. This is the complex material. This complex material converted into, or what is that? Split into a simple molecule like this. Okay. Simple molecule. Fragmentations. Okay, my dear. Fragmentations. This is a simple molecule. Okay. Simple molecule. That is called as fragmentation. Fragmentation is nothing but the part of the is split into simple form. Okay, fragment. So this is called as a fragmentation. After the fragmentation, what happened? No, fragmentation, isn't it? So the leaching. What is the meaning of leaching process? Already you know about that. When during the raining season or at the time of raining season, what happened? No, here there are so many NEET substances present in it, isn't it? So the NEET substances also adhere on the surface of the molecules. They can be, what is that? Carried out by the water molecule. Okay, so the water contain minerals. Okay, as a result, what happened now? Here the nutrition value, it will be reduced. Here the nutritive substance, it will be high. So this process completely elucidate of the mineral from the soil particle or soil is called as leaching process. Okay, because what happened in this area, you know, the soil particle loosely arranged. It contained the minerals, for example, calcium, magnesium, and so is there. Okay. So these are all carried by the soil particle only. It is not present in the fragmentations. Such condition is called as leaching process. After that, catabolism. What is that? After that, catabolism means what is that? Completely degraded. Humification and also mineralization. These are the 5 steps involved in the decomposition process. So first of all, fragmentation. Second one is leaching and catabolisms and humification and also mineralization. Okay, my dear, these are the important process in the decomposition process. First, listen here. The fragmentation of the detritus, mainly due to the action of the detritus feeding invertebrates, detrivorous. Okay, so some of the detrivorous is also present in it. The detrivorous also what happening? It is also a act on it. The cause is it to break into the smaller particle. Already told you, smaller particle. It may be sometimes they may call this which one in algae, fungi, and some microorganism is there. The decomposing microorganisms. The detritus gets pulverized when passing through the digestive tract of the animals. Due to the fragmentation, the surface area of the detritus particle is greatly increased. Okay, how? Increase means what is that? Where the increase? The surface area of the detritus particle is greatly increased. In the process of leaching, water-soluble inorganic nutrition go down into the soil horizons. Okay, already told you. Okay, so water-soluble inorganic molecules mingle with the dissolve with the water molecule and also penetrate into the soil particle. So the upper layer to lower layer, it can be moved. Okay, so that is very, very important, my dear. Water percolating through the soil removes soluble substances. Example, sugar, several nutrients from the fragmented detritus due to the leaching action. Leaching action, I already told you. Leaching means what happened? Completely remove the not only the completely, partially removal of the nutrition from the particular soil particle. Take an example. Leaching means, so this is considered a leaf. Okay, media. So after the decomposition, leaf considers a leaf undergoes the decomposition process. Decomposition, isn't it? What happened now? The leaf is split into, okay, simple. Okay, after the activity of the microorganism. Here, what happened? That the organic material is also mixed with the soil, isn't it? During the raining season, what happened? During the raining season, during the rain, what happened? The soil particle also, what happened? The percolating through the soil, remove the soluble substances. This is very well. Remove the soluble substances from the fragmented detritus. That is very, very important. From the detritus. Here, so this is considered a leaf, already I told you. So during the raining season, what happened? No, water molecules also fall on it. As a result, what happened? It mixed with the water molecule. What are the fragmented detritus is there that contain minerals? That minerals dissolve with the water molecule and also transfer or translocated to the soil particle. So this is the upper layer. This is the second layer. This is called as A. This one is called as what is the O. Okay. So the soil particle, it may be come to the next layer. So that is this process is called as leaching. Now we can calculate this. Now we can calculate it. Here the minerals nutrition is very high. Okay, already we know minerals or nutrients is very high because the presence of detritus in plant as animals and excreta and so on. So during the leaching process, what happens? The molecules also transport the nutrient from the upper layer to lower layer. Okay, but here what happened? Compared to this one, 20 to 30%. Take an example, 30% it will be here, 70% is here. From this layer, what happened? And 5% it also transferred to the next level. So only these three is very, very important. Okay, that is called as leaching action. And then not only that, and also the extracellular enzyme released by the bacteria and fungi carry out catabolisms. That is the enzymatic conversion, okay, of the decomposition detritus to simpler compounds and inorganic substances. It is important to know that all the three decomposition processes operate simultaneously on the detritus. Okay, already I told you what is my catabolism. Catabolism is nothing but the breakdown of the molecules, complex molecule into converted into simple molecule further divided into very simple molecules. Okay, that condition is called as catabolism. Already you know, but glucose molecule converted into pyruvic acid. This is also one of a catabolic process. In between, there are so many enzymes also involved. Here also they told there are so many enzymatic activities also done by the bacteria. Okay, so that extracellular enzyme secreted by the bacteria, that is very, very important, my dear. Extracellular. And next process, humifications and mineralizations occur during the decomposition in the soil. Humification lead to the accumulation of the dark colored amorphous substances called hums. During the humification, what happens? Hums are produced. Okay, that is highly resistant to microbial action and undergoes the decomposition at an extremely slow rate. But it will not undergo after that formation of the hums. What happens? It will not undergo the further decomposition process. It is the last level, but at the same time, it very slowly what happens? No, undergoes. Being colloidal in nature, it serves as a reservoir of nutrients. Suppose if it is present in the form of colloidal form, means it is the serves as a reservoir of the nutrients. Okay, it has a holding capacity of the minerals molecules. So this is very, very important, my dear. See here, the hums is further degraded by some microbes, and release of organic nutrients occur by the process known as mineralizations. From the hums, what happen? No, minerals also what happen? You know, minerals also used. Okay, how it will be? No, the hums is further degraded. Degraded is nothing but the again the hums also undergoes the degradation. So very slow process, already we discussed, isn't it? Okay, so by the process known as a mineralization, the mineralization result in the release of inorganic substance, example carbon dioxide, water molecule, and available nutrition ammonia, calcium, and magnesium and potassium in the soil. So this is very, very important, my dear student. Here you should note it down. These are the important point. So what is by mineralization? Hums undergoes the degradation process. Hums, isn't it? Hums undergoes the degradation process. That condition is called as mineralization. Okay, see here. So detritus, environmental conditions, so fragmentation of leaching and catabolism also takes place. After that, what happened? No, humification as well as the mineralization takes place. Humification means hums formation takes place, isn't it? Hums, whatever it may be. Mineralization means what is that? The hums also undergoes a further degradation process. As a result, it is also converted into catabolic, undergoes the process, catabolic process also done by the microbial activity and also the enzymatic activity. As a result of formation, what is the nutrients? Which one? This is also called as inorganic substances. Inorganic is okay. So that is then considered as carbon dioxide and water molecules, ammonia, calcium, and also magnesium and potassium. Okay. So decomposition process. This is the entire decomposition process have been reported in the diagrammatical aspect. Sometimes they may ask the question, okay, these two parts they may be missed, for example, A or B. Okay, so here they may give, so which one? Here also C. Okay, so detritus is here, the also D, like that they may give. So only the two only they give, or three only give, they may give. You have to find out the answer. So this is also very, very important NEET point of view, my dear students. NEET point of view, This is also sometimes they were asked in diagrammatical questions. See that this is the important point. Take an example. Any one of the animals here they have sowed. Okay. So in this process, what happened? Undergoes the decomposition process, complete decomposition process. Before that, what happened? The complex molecule undergo the fragmentation process. After the fragmentation process, undergo the leaching process. After that leaching process, catabolism and humidification. Humidification, final step is called as mineralization. After the mineralization, there is no any degradation process is there. So that is the important step. These are the steps. Okay, decomposition process. First of all, a little bit of fragmentation. Okay, and also leaching process, catabolism process, humidification, and also mineralization is there. Okay, my dear students, this is very, very important, students. So decomposition in simple words means breaking down. When we discuss in the term biology, we usually mean the breaking down of the complex organic matter into simple organic inorganic matter. Organic matter into simple inorganic matter. That is very, very important, my dear students. Decomposition is single word you can tell. Okay, breakdown of the complex organic matter into simple or inorganic matter. That is very, very important, my dear students. Okay, go to the next one. This is also another important. Okay, soil rich in organic content, how it will be. So they take an example. This is a tree. Okay, during the summer, what happened? Automatically, the leaves also fall. The leaves fall on the ground. I told you. Okay. After that, what happened? The leaves, what happened? Undergoes the decomposition with the process by the action of the microbial activity and also soil containing microbes or animals. Some nutrition leach into the soil by chemical actions, for example. Okay. Then it will be entered into the, they used for that. So what are the changes which occurs after the degradation process? Some of the chemicals also used for the, which one so the growth of the fungi. See the leaves partially consumed and begin to the loss from the become litters. Okay, this is the formation. And on the other hand, what happening? Okay, it undergoes the complete degradation, but the soil rich in organic content. The organic content means it contains what are the complex material. It's deposited on the soil, so the soil is rich organic content. Okay, so the same process also that this one is also food for the microorganisms. For example, take an example, some earthworm. Again, what happened? They also excrete their excreta in the form of feces or urine, some other things, whatever it may be. It is also fall into the soil. So it is also another additional information. So another addition of organic content. So it is very highly rich in nature. Okay. So that time what happened? The mineralizations also undergo the further process, decomposition process. Further decomposition by decomposer, what happened? The mineralization into what happened? Again, it will enter into the which one soil. Soil to plant. Again, the cycle it will be repeated again and again. Okay, my dear. So it's the same process also given in the next slide. Okay, see the next. Okay, see same process decomposition. The same is also given in the 3 slide I have chosen. Okay, and then next one is detritivores. Mites and wood lice and sprinkles, termites, centipodes, millipedes, blowflies, okay, carpenter, ants, stream-ups. So these are all what is the detritivores. Molluscus, maggots, grabs, antipodes, rotifers, corians, flies, and also copepads, crustaceans, earthworm, stream-ups, annelids, mussels, ducks, and nematodes, etc. These are all considered known as detritivores. These are all excrete in the form of what is the inorganic compound. Organic compound into inorganic compound by the process called as what is the decomposition. See that detritivores are heterotrophic in nature. Heterotrophic means male as well as the female. It may be separate in manner. Animals that feed on the dead particulates, organic material, particularly I told you, the plant or animal part, it can be consumed by the detritivores, chiefly plant matter. So these are the things. See, take an example of crab, snails, earthworm, dung, beetles, and also flies. Okay, so these are the important detritivores. They are all what happen? Consume the litters, plant or animal litters. Okay, waste material undergo the decomposition process. These are all of the animals, and some of the soil microorganism is also present in it. And not only that, and also one more is that fungi is also activated. You know about that. Fungi imperfecti. Okay, it is very, very important for the decomposition process, my dear students. Okay, and factors affecting decomposition. What are the factors affecting the decomposition process? First of all, you should know abiotic factors, particularly the decomposition is largely an oxygen recurring process. So which one is very, very important in this process, you know? So oxygen recurring process. Okay, oxygen recurring process. Without oxygen, what happened? You know, it will not undergo the degradation process. O2 is essential. The rate of decomposition of detritus is primarily regulated by the climatic factor and the chemical quality of detritus. Okay, what is the climatic factor? Climatic is nothing but the temperature plus pH. Okay, particularly temperature is enough, not only the pH. pH depends upon the soil nature. Okay, soil nature. And among the climatic factor, the key role is played by the temperature. I told you, know, the first one is called as temperature. And the soil moisture depends upon your water, also soil moisture, through their regulatory effect on the activities of the soil microbes. Because soil microbes play a vital role in the decomposition process, already told you. Because fungi is also one of the, what is that, moisture growing habitat, already you know about. And next, detritus decomposes very rapidly within a few weeks or month in the climate characterized by the high temperature. Suppose the high temperature is there, what happens? Automatically the detritus, it will be destroyed within short period. Okay, see that? More than 25% or less than 25. See this one. Imagine. Okay, less than 25 degrees Celsius and moist condition, example in humid tropical regions. It can be easily degraded by high temperature, they told, isn't it? Suppose above 25 degrees Celsius. That is very, very important, my dear. The low temperature, take an example, is below 10. Sharply reduce decomposition rate even if moisture is in plenty. Okay. Suppose the moisture is also present in high content. Okay. So the temperature is very less, means what happened? The decomposition process is very slow. So it's mostly depends upon the temperature is one of the main important factor for the decomposition process. The chemical quality of detritus is determined by the relative proportion of the water soluble substances. How it will be declined, decide, no, water soluble substance, including sugar, polyphenol, lignin, and nitrogen. These are the components. Because these are the components, particularly the plants or animals is made up of which one, you know, these are the components, the lignin, nitrogen, and also polyphenol, sugar components only. Within the same climatic condition, decomposition rate is slower if the detritus is rich in substance like a lignin and chitin. Suppose if these two components is very high in nature, what happen, you know, the decomposition rate is slower. Why? Because the presence of the climatic condition. Climatic condition, what happen automatically, whether it may be favorable. So, but the rich content also present in lignin as well as the chitin. Chitin is also one of the important for the fungi, cell wall, isn't it? So it is also called as fungus. It is not rapid in nature. It is also very slow decomposition rate. The nitrogen-rich detritus having a low amount of lignin and high water-soluble substance like sugar decompose relatively rapid. This is very, very important. Nitrogen-rich detritus. It can be easily degraded. Okay, having low amount of lignin and high water-soluble substance like a sugar decompose relatively rapid in nature. This is very, very important, my dear. When the decomposition is very rapid, when the nitrogen, so they may be asked the question, assess and reasoning. Okay, and sometimes they may ask the question, direct question also. Suppose the particles, the soil, it contains nitrogen-rich detritus. Okay, the water-soluble substance like sugars also very high. What about the decomposition process, whether it's rapid or slow? Okay, so which one of the statement is correct, like that they may ask the questions. And comes concept booster, they have told, don't eat this one. Okay, nutrition immobilization. Another heading is also very, very important. Nutrient immobilization. Soil nutrient gets tied up with the biomass of the microbes. Soil nutrients means what is that? What are the nutrients present in the soil? They can tie it up with the biomass of microbes. Okay. What are the microorganisms? Both are interrelated. Soil microbes. Okay. And they are temporarily unavailable to other organisms. Unavailable to other organisms. They are immobilized for variable period. Immobilized means what is that? There is no any activity, isn't it? Suppose the period is changes, what happens? There is no any activities upon it. They get mineralized later after the death of microbes. And after the death of microbes, it is also modified in the form of minerals later. It prevents the nutrition from the, which one being washed out from the ecosystem. Okay, so these are the nutrient immobilization process because the nutrition present as it is in the soil like that. And the next importance heading is very, very important, my dear student. This is a very, very important. So many times they may ask the questions. Energy flow. You know a little about the energy is also transferred through the sun is the ultimate source of energy. Okay, sun is the ultimate source of energy for all the organisms in the form of heat. Okay, heat plus light. Okay, my dear. See, the energy flow is a key function in the ecosystem. Energy flow is the key function of ecosystem, except deep sea, because here aphotic nature, aphototopic nature, aphototopic nature, phototopic. Okay, aphototopic means it is a dark color. Deep sea, what happening? Look like a dark color. And also hydrothermal ecosystem. Sun is only the source of energy. Already told you, sun is the ultimate source of energy for all ecosystem on the earth. Of the incident solar radiation, less than 50% is photosynthetically active radiation. This is denoted as a PAR. PAR. So here they may ask the questions, how much amount of the, what is that? So the radiation is also transferred from the solar to earth. How many percentage? Means 50%. Don't forget, my dear, in the form of PAR. Sometimes they may ask the question in the expansion method, PAR. Match the following also. NEET. Okay. This is also important point. PAR. How many percentage? 50%. Photosynthetically active radiation. So photosynthetically active radiation. This is also very, very important, my dear. What is the next one? The energy flow. The energy flow is the key function. The same thing is also given here. And see here. So this is the sun. Okay. Here the energy is transferred in the form of heat from the plant. And it receives some amount in the form of light. Only 2% it will be utilized for the process called as photosynthesis. How many percentage? 1 to 2% only. Remaining 98% it will be exposed to the atmosphere. Okay. Okay, my dear. So from this one, they can synthesize their food material for the autotrophs for the process called as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. After the photosynthesis, what happened? It stored their food materials, and also it was utilized by the herbivores. And okay, after that, what happened? The primary consumer is there, otherwise called as a herbivorous. Take an example. Herbivorous is the primary consumer. Take an example. Goat, sheep, and also deer, so and so is the, here they have given as a primary consumer as a rat, because it's nothing but the paddy plant means they consume this one. Okay, so after that, okay, the primary consumer is also consumed by the secondary consumer. Secondary consumer, what happened? Undergo the dead. Suppose if it is after this one, so it is the prey. So a predator, it is a prey, isn't it? It is a predator, it is a prey. Like that, in our little bit of food chain, isn't it? It's a continue food chain activities, food chain activities. It's one, each one it's interrelated one. Okay. The secondary consumer, what happened now? Undergoes the dead process. What happened? What happened? The microorganism completely decomposes the molecules, and also once again, what happened? Transfer to the soil. The soil utilized by the plants. So here the transformation here, and also utilized by the plant, and also exposed to the atmosphere. And one more is that, and also it is also exposed. Okay. So these are the things, the energy flow from the sun to plant, plant to primary consumer to tertiary, secondary consumer, secondary to tertiary, tertiary to decomposer. After that, again it enter into the soil particle. Okay, again it plays by the plant. So the process it will be continue again and again. Okay. See the energy transfer. How it will be energy transfer? See here, this is a very, very important, my dear students. Energy transfer means in an ecosystem, the transfer of food energy from one organism to another lead to the degradation and the loss of major functions of the food energy as a heat. Due to the metabolic activities, with only a small, what is that? Fractions being stored in the living tissues biomass. We are consuming a food, isn't it? We are taking three times, morning, afternoon, and evening. And in between, there are some snacks also, and also water molecule and so on. So we are taking, isn't it? They all are not utilized by the tissues. They are all excreted. Some of them are stored in the tissues, living tissues, the biomass. While the energy is food is in concern from the heat energy is highly disposed. Okay. So remaining it will be exposed out, exit out in the form of heat only. Suppose take an example, put your finger in front of the nose, what happened? You will feel the heat, isn't it? So inside what happened? The metabolic reactions also occur. You are consuming food, isn't it? Afternoon you took a lunch. So that lunch is also converted into what is that? A high energy component. It may be stored in the form of glycogen, glucose converted to glycogen, stored in the liver. And now what happened? You didn't take any food. So it's also utilized by the process of physiological process that is also already about respiration. During the respiration, carbon dioxide as well as the heat is also eliminated. So the energy also utilized and also eliminated. Under the favorable environment condition, only about 1 to 5% of the energy incident radiation or 2 to 10% of the PAR is actually captured by the photosynthesis process. Already told you how many percentage of the plant utilized, 2% only they were used. That is crash primary productivity. Suppose they use the 2%, how much they will be produced, total amount that is called as crash primary productivity. And the remaining portion is dissipated. Dissipated means what is that? Completely waste. Okay, my dears, that is very, very important. So energy transfer in the form of heat only by the action of physiological functions. During that time, during the physiological function, what happened? Heat is also eliminated. The heat is also eliminated from the body to atmosphere. Since the simultaneously occurring the respiratory process or energy consuming and use part of the photosynthetic gain, in the net capture of energy, net primary productivity, it is reduced to the 0.8 to 4%. The instant total radiation is 1.6 to 8% of the bar. Only the energy capture is net productivity to producer can be used by the other tropic level. So what is it here? What is the meaning of this one? Just imagine. Okay. The simultaneous occurring respiration process. What is that? The storaging process also occurs, followed by which respiratory process also occurs. So during the respiration process, what happened? The consumed energy also, what happened? Use a part of photosynthetic gain in the plant, they told. And net capture energy, how much they after the photosynthetic reaction utilization fully after the utilization of the light energy, and also how much energy of the energy converted into chemical substances such as a carbohydrate stored in the form of energy, capture energy, net primary productivity, how much they produced per day, even morning 6 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock. How much amount of light is absorbed by the plant, and also how much amount of the starch molecule produced total, that is called as net primary productivity. Okay. Suppose respiration is also done, what happened? Automatically net primary productivity is automatically what happened? Reduced, because during the respiration process, the heat is also eliminated. So the energy is also losses here. Okay. So only that 0.8 to 4% of the instant total radiations or 1.6 to 8% of the bar. Only the energy capture is net productivity of producers can be used by the other tropical level. Okay. And the next one, how much they suppose, for example, take an example. This is the plant. Okay. That's the plant. The sun is they spreading the light. Just imagine, isn't it, my dear? So 1 hour or 6 hours, sorry, 8 hours, 8 hours or 12 hours, you can imagine 8 hours, they got how much radiation is there? How much radiation? 2% only, isn't it? 2%. So how much amount of the ATP production takes place? That means starch production takes place, 100 kg. Imagine 100 kg is also there. So during the respiration process, what happened, the respiration process, how much it will be reduced, 1.6 to 8% it will be reduced instead of total radiations. This much utilized by the photosynthetic reactions, remaining thing will be reduced, isn't it? During the respiration process. Take an example, 40 kg of molecules also during the respiration process losses, just imagine. So remaining 60 only is in it. 60 kg only present. That 60 kg is utilized by the, which one, other trope. That means here the plant is the rat is taken, which one, the 60% of the productivity will be utilized by the herbivorous. Here 100% is the right, okay. During the respiration, 40% is loss. Okay, remaining 60% would be stored in the form of energy. There is energy is also utilized by the next tropic level. Rat means so this much only. From this 60% is utilized. Okay, during the respiration, it will reduce the 10%. So the 50% is also transferred to the, which one, eagle. Okay, and again eagle too, and also snake. Okay, snake to eagle, 20%, like that. Though each and every tropic level, what happened? The energy loss is there. Okay, my dear. And the next one is food chain and food web. Food chain and food web. Okay, my dear. So these things we will see the next class, my dear students. Thank you so much for the participation. We will see the remaining things on the next class, starting from the food chain and food web. Thank you. Bye. Take care. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.